right, we got Chargers, Raiders tonight. I have Herbert. It's not Herbert, I don't think, right?
No, he's done for the year.
Nope.
Oh, is he? Okay. I made this. I hadn't checked. I was going to say, I know he's
Is
out.
it
I said he's on
is
IR.
it O'Connell?
Done for the year?
So
Yeah,
yeah,
he's
Herbert's done. Like they said, he's not playing. And O'Connell is. Ooh, we got a comment. I'm in help.
Well.
Yeah. All right, I need help. Sorry.
Let's give that one a minute. Okay. We'll get there.
Yeah, no, but yeah. As far as I know, they haven't announced the starting quarterback for the Raiders. So have fun with that one. Jacobs
is O'Connell
entirely
hurt?
questionable. We don't know. Yeah, no, they might just bench him because he was terrible last week. Like he was
He's
awful.
just horrible.
He was saved by how bad Josh Dobbs was.
This is how.
But Antonio Pierce said if Josh Jacobs is play, it's like going to be the Josh Jacobs show. So if Josh Jacobs plays, I would be confident starting him. Just we have no idea if he's playing. So like you have that on top of it. Devontae Adams is injured. There's just shenanigans everywhere in this game. Like I really hate this game. The only person I trust is Eckler. Like to tell you the truth, I don't trust anybody else in this entire game.
The answer to this question,
which you wouldn't have said a week ago.
No. I'd be like, no, I can't play Eckler.
I would play Young over Stick. I think I'd play McLaurin over Young. Though.
Yes.
I think I play McLaurin.
Yeah. Absolutely. Don't do a Chandler. That just seems so much risk.
No. Well, but do you play McLaurin over Bryce Young as a super flex? I think I do.
Yeah. Bryce Young's been really bad.
Let's see who the matchup is. Just a second.
I'm playing Tommy DeVito over Bryce Young, and where I'm like the 3 seed in the league, and I'm like, we're just rolling with the DeVito because Bryce Young's giving me no fantasy points. I can't play him.
It's a middle of the pack matchup for McLaurin, but I still play McLaurin over Bryce Young.
But so here's what I do. You definitely don't play Stick, but I would check to see the status of Madison because he's been limited. He's probably going to go, but if Madison doesn't go, I'll fire up Chandler over all those other options.
I think I'm going McLaurin either way. All right, let's get back into this one. Sorry. The quarterbacks, whoever they are, no idea. I'm going to say for now, Easton Stick. He gets 22nd best matchup, so crap. Whoever starts for the Raiders, call it O'Connell, 6th best matchup. I'm not starting either freaking quarterback in this league in any format. He also has JSN.
It's JSN.
Yeah?
Yeah.
It's JSN. Yeah. Philly. Yeah, it's JSN.
Oh, okay, Philly.
There's the whole reason I got my man here.
Yeah.
Philadelphia, fire up JSN.
Please, Gino, come back. We need you.
Yeah, well, I mean, whoever. I don't care who it is, obviously.
Yeah.
I do if it's Drew Lock. All right, sorry. What do you guys think about these quarterbacks before we move on? Nobody's playing either.
QB 28, QB 30. Like, what are we doing here? Bench the shit out of these guys. I don't want to touch either one of them. No, I'm not playing either one of these guys in any situation. Like, you got to have better options. If you're playing them in the playoffs, like, just you're in trouble. Like, I'm just gonna break it to you straight up. Like, I don't know how you win.
Yeah, you throw in a flexi bench wide receiver or tight end even. If Garoppolo plays, I don't hate it, but he's by far I think your best option.
The best options are these ones, the running backs. 6th best matchup for Austin Eckler, 8th best for Josh Jacobs. These two are both smashes. Receivers are banged up. Quarterbacks suck. These two, I assume, are going to be in my top 5. I'm firing up both. I want no backups. I have Eckler at 3. I have Jacobs at 8. I feel like I need to move.
Jacobs may not play.
Yeah, that's the problem.
It's a real concern with him and his quad. It's looking doubtful at the moment.
Until he's
treating him as out. Yeah, I'm treating him as out. If he comes and plays, then it's a decision in a couple leagues I have. But like, I'm just acting if he's out because it's brutal. But like Antonio Pierce is talking about it, like if he's going to play him, they're going to give him work. They're not going to limit him and all that stuff. They're still going to play it. I think they have like a puncher's chance for the playoffs. Like I think so. They're going to continue to go for it. Same thing with the Chargers. Like both these teams are still technically alive for the playoffs, so they're going to go for it. So they're going to trust those guys. And yeah, Eckler, you roll with Eckler. I saw a sit-start question. I was like, just play Eckler. He's the only option in that offense. I don't know why you would bench Eckler. Like he's the guy you trust this week.
The Raiders on wide receiver here, 3rd best matchup for the Raiders, 23rd for the Chargers. Especially if Josh Jacobs doesn't play, Devontae Adams is the guy. So this comes down to if Jacobs doesn't play, I'm starting Adams and I'm starting Eckler, and I'm pretty much benching everyone else except for desperation. Like I guess you could go Zamir White if you're desperate. Chargers receiver. I think I have Guyton in one league where there's no one. I don't mind Quentin Johnston. He had a career high last week in yards and targets. This game for me is two players. It's Davante Adams and Austin Eckler, assuming Jacobs is a no-go.
Yeah, I will say Palmer's back. So if you're going to trust a wide receiver outside of Adams, it's probably Palmer. Like he's going to get the
player in their first game back from the
No, I know. It's compared to Quentin Johnston or Jalen Guyton. Like I'm going to get the guy that I know is going to get the targets at least. Like that's the thought process behind it. Well, yeah, it's definitely risky. I think he's my wide receiver 34. So I'm not like
I want Quentin Johnston over Palmer. I'm pretty sure.
Oh, I'm not doing that with a backup like Easton Stick. No, I just can't trust QJ. Like
no, but over Palmer, I want him over Palmer. Not. Oh. I don't want him. I prefer him over Palmer.
Just yuck. Just don't. Don't do any of it. Just don't do any of it. Neither.
Continue the yuck. 12th best matchup for Mayer. 18th best matchup for Everett. Neither of them are great options. They are streamable based on shitty quarterbacks maybe having to check it down, but they're not options I would look to. Kicker, 13th best matchup for Dicker the kicker. He's a decent start if you've got him. Daniel Carlson, 7th worst matchup. I've looked to avoid him. He's been a huge disappointment for fantasy and has been really bad. DSTs, 8th best matchup for Chargers. 7th worst matchup for the Raiders. I think I discount both rankings because who the hell knows what they are. I would not look to start either of them. Having said that, they should both be roughly the top 12. I think I have the Chargers higher, but the Raiders will put up at least 8. Oh, no, I don't. I have the Raiders higher at 7. They are going to put up at least 8 fantasy points because they are in my sit start or my streamers article, and I'm pretty good at DSTs. So I don't mind either. I think they're low-end DST ones with backup quarterbacks. What are your thoughts on that little cluster mess?
I mean, the key part was the backup quarterbacks are playing against. That's the key. Where I'm like, yeah, they're playing against backup quarterbacks. Sign me up. Like they'll get pressure. Yep. The thing with Max Crosby is he's questionable as well. So if he doesn't play, I really worry about the Raiders defense like that. Like he's their entire pressure. Like he's awesome. So if they lose him, that's a big loss. So I would just keep that in mind if you're going to roll with the Raiders defense.
Yeah, 32 minutes ago, he's expected to play, but I'm not sure exactly where that's coming from. It's on Sleeper.
Who's that? Crosby.
Crosby. So you hope they fire him up. That secondary is not terrible, especially when they can get pressure. So I would prefer actually the Raiders over the Chargers in this matchup.